Good afternoon and welcome to the Swansway Chester Stadium for today's early kick-off as Chester welcome high-flying Dagenham and Redbridge to a rather icy Cheshire. Marcus Bignett described Tuesday's 2-2 draw at Leyton Orient as an opportunity missed after the Blues led twice and the East London side being reduced to 10 men in the first half. Ross Hannah scored his 5th league goal of the season in that match, which now makes him the Blues' top scorer. He leads the line today. Can he make it 3 goals in 3 matches? Speaking of top scorers, Dagenham's Corey Whiteley is on 8 goals so far. He scored against the Blues in the reverse fixture last season and is definitely the one to watch for the Daggers today. It's Dagenham who get us underway, and it's Craig Robson, the centre-back, bizarrely, who kicks it off. Played forward early on. Ducord gets his foot on it, but he gives it away to Rainey, who gets his first touch in a Chester shirt at the Swansway Chester. Here's Akintunde. He's been pursued by Andre Bucor. Akintunde manages to find Rainey. Rainey tries to switch the play, but couldn't get it past Howell. The man on open balls tries to win it back, but can't get it back. Half Morgan Ferrier. Luke Howell. Jake Howells. Onto the legs of Rainey, and that deflects into the stands. It's Corey Whiteley, the club's top goal scorer, who managed to get the shot away. Akintunde, space to run into here. Nobody available on his right. He's got a man arriving now in the form of Rainey. Kingsley James with easy pass, he decides to use him. Back to Rainey. Akintunde's asking for it, but instead he goes into the box for Bell, who gets his head on it. He's going to be able to keep that in, Niall Bell, under pressure from Sam Ling. There's still Bell, who's got it onto his right foot. He slips, he shoots, but it goes right across the face of goal and just beyond the left-hand post. And Jordan Goff's been caught out of position, which means Whiteley's got a lot of space on that right-hand side. Ling's on his right. Howells through the middle as his cheek. He's gone across to Ling. Goff now back in position. It wasn't Goff who intercepted it, it was Lucas Dawson who has the ball now. Doe heads straight back into the mix for Dagenham. Cheek in behind the defence, he's onside, across the face of goal. Halls was there to clear it. Morgan Ferrier was lurking at the back post, just waiting for Andy Halls to miss that ball. The right back was there to intercept. Akintunde, good play from him. Shouting from the supporters on this side, encouraged Kingsley James to play it across to Rainey. Here's James. Rainey wants it back, but James might continue his run through the middle. He does. Still Kingsley James, good running. Rainey, good cross in to the penalty spot. Hannah, it's blocked. Claims of handball. Halls doesn't want to go direct, but he's forced into it, and he's on the run of Akintunde over the top. Akintunde brings it down and gets his shot away. It's a brilliant first touch by James Akintunde, who scored against Leyton Orient on Tuesday. Howells trying off the ball as he throws it down the line, looking for Cheek, who came back to win it but didn't. Howell under pressure from Andy Halls, and that's good pressure as he's giving it away. Akintunde drives it from 20 yards. Good strike. Good strike from Akintunde. It must have moved in the air because Mark Cousins seemed really uncomfortable with that. It's Lucas Dawson to take the corner. It's got plenty of whip on it. Cousins off his line to clear that, and there is the end of the first half. A rather uneventful first half. James Akintunde with the standout effort, really, for the Blues in that first half, testing Mark Cousins from 20-25 yards. The score at half-time is Chester 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Rainey gets us back underway. The score 0-0 at the start of the second half. Akintunde beaten to the ball by Robson, the only player who's on a yellow card so far in this game. Bell keeps possession well, and Anna tried to pick out the run of Kingsley James. Bell will bring it down and get away from a couple of Dagenham players, but it was good recovery from Robson to win that ball back. Ferrier tripped by Halls, but Ferrier continues his run forward. He's managed to pick out Corey Whiteley on this right-hand side. Whiteley puts the ball in towards the near post. Lynch spills it, and Lucas Dawson was there to clear it. Nervy moment for the Chester goalkeeper. The first thing he's really had to do in this game. The ball comes in towards the near post, it's flicked on and behind for a goal kick, but it was Scott Doe, the Dagenham captain, who managed to get his head on that. It's taken quickly. Morgan Ferrier has it on the far side, up against Rainey and Dawson. Gets away from both of them. Still has possession now, though. Oh, and Dawson dives in. That's a rash challenge from Lucas Dawson. And it's a penalty for Dagenham and Redbridge. Strong play by Morgan Ferrier to keep the ball. But it's Lucas Dawson who's dived in there with a needless challenge, really. It's Corey Whiteley who's going to take the penalty. He sends Lynch the wrong way, but puts it wide of the post. He's had a poor game. And that penalty certainly was level with his performance so far. Terrible penalty from Corey Whiteley. But you switch off for one moment, something like that can happen. Here is Ferrier, the man who won the penalty. Runs into the penalty area, up against Halls. Still Ferrier. Stays on his feet. This time, Halls stops the cross. Ferrier, you can't tell which way he's going to go. He puts it in towards the back post. It's turned into the far post. It's Michael Cheek who's put it in. Right, it's not Michael Cheek, it's Sam Ling, the right back, who found himself in there. And it's Goff at the far post, who just switched off after missing a penalty moments ago. It's the visitors, Dagenham and Redbridge, who take the lead at the Swansway Chester. Howell on the corner for Jake Howells. Does a quick 1-2 with Ferrier. Comes into the box across the face of goal. Lynch gets a hand on it. It might fall here for Cheek. Strikes the top of the post. It's not over yet. Ferrier towards the back post. And goes Ling. Corey Whiteley has it now. Into the side netting. And the club's top goal scorer. He's best to make amends for that miss. Good calls cross towards the back post. It's a free header as well. Sam Ling, who's already scored one. I'll tell you what, I don't think he expected it to come to. Halls dumps it long for Assels. Assel gets his head on it, knocking it down for Slew, but Chester have it with James. James runs forward, Corey Whiteley comes back, but James continues his run, no foul. He slides it through for Ross Hanna. Ross Hanna, narrow angle, manages to get his shot away. Maybe the second time of asking, it's blocked in the middle. Plays of handball, not given. Another one there, maybe. The hand was down by the side that time. Ball comes in. And Howells clears it up into the air. It's not away yet. Akintunde brings it down. Akintunde makes a bit of space, goes down again. No penalty. Braintree. That ball's gone all the way through the middle of the pitch to Ferrier. Look at the space for Cheek. That's a brilliant recovery challenge. Jordan Goff to prevent that ball coming across. Didn't have a problem with that at all. Header from Goff. Well judged. Ling. Not a great touch from him, but he manages to make the most of it. Here's Ferrier. Inside to Bucor, who's closed down Dawson. Howell needs help from his teammates. He's forced to go back to Scott Doe. Chucks it towards Ferrier. He's beaten in the air though by Goff. Robson. Sam Ling, scorer of the Dagenham goal, which separates the two teams at the moment. Ferrier with space. It's Morgan Ferrier, left foot. Good shot and good save by Lynch. It's not away yet. Still alive on the far side. Sparks across the face of goal and turned in. It's Luke Howell who puts it in to double Dagenham's lead. Completely unmarked. And it's the side in fifth who look more likely to get the 3 points today. Good call to Howells. Dagenham in no rush at all. And it might work out here for Cheek, who goes around Lynch. And Cheek taps it into an empty net. And Dagenham have their third goal, but it's a disaster at the back for the Blues. Breakdown in communication. And from what was a pretty good performance in the first half has turned into a disaster of a performance in the second half, as Michael Cheek gets himself on the score sheet and his 5th goal of the season. Lynch's kick, free header for Robson, and that header was pretty good. It's gone over the top for Cheek, who's in for 4. It is 4. It's the free header for Craig Robson, straight over the top, in for Michael Cheek. He gets his 6th goal of the season, his 2nd here today. And it's 0-0 at half-time, and in the last few minutes of normal time, it's 4-0 to Dagenham and Redbridge. Howells. There's the full-time whistle. A rather sprightly first half performance, completely forgotten at the 90th minute, as Chester concede 4 goals at the Swansea Chester Stadium. 2 goals for Michael Cheek, 1 for Luke Howell and 1 for Sam Ling. The final score at the end of full-time is Chester 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 4.